William Shatner stars in Kingdom of the Spiders. So, why is it called that? Well, you've got this small community that has a lot of ranchers around, so livestock and everything's important. And William Shatner plays the local veterinarian. So, that's important because, you got to keep your animals healthy until you sell them off for slaughter, Trust me, I know. I was in the cattle business for a time. Anyway, so there you go. All of a sudden, boy, I tell you, the camera work on this, the first victim to fall to the spiders is a cow. And they managed to have the camera set as, I guess, the spider's eye view. Of course, not multiple visions and whatnot, but still going through the blades of grass. And always the animals are aware something's up before it actually takes off. But it's still too late. But they're aware of it more than the humans are, of course. But it's creeping up upon the cow, and they get several shots with the cows looking over there, all around, because it's overwhelmed by a swarm of tarantulas. So they attack the cow, and this sets off the whole thing. So the rancher brings the cow to the doctor, and he investigates, and he's like, I'm not exactly certain what's going on here. And they're all worried that there's some sort of plague amongst the livestock, and they're about to have this big livestock fair, and so they're going to show off the prize cattle and what have you at it, and it's a big function for the town. So you almost have the plot of Jaws. With Mayor Vaughn, saying, hey, look, I don't want this to happen. I don't want no quarantine going on because we've got to have this fair, And so it's similar to that to some extent because, you've got some creature that's attacking, and boy, it's a threat to the economy, But of course, it's not isolated just to livestock. Slowly but surely, more victims fall. There's a dog that falls victim to the critters, and so on. Meanwhile, there's this sort of soap opera going on for your characters. So Shatner, of course, plays the vet. Rack Hansen is his name, Rack Hansen, and they do have a story for why he's called Rack. It's a nickname. So, but he's in a situation where he seems to have a bit of a relationship with his sister-in-law. Obviously, the wife of his brother, who passed away in Vietnam. So he's been looking after her and her daughter, his niece, So he checks in on them, and there's this sort of budding romance taking place between him and the sister-in-law. But, the shadow of his brother is still there, and it's an awkward thing, for it, so it's a difficult relationship. So now this spider problem is developing, and so he sends off what he finds in the cow that dies from this, and he's not certain what the hell has happened to cause its condition. And of course, it's covered in fur and stuff, so it's not obvious that it was attacked by anything. When the humans get attacked, it becomes very obvious. But so he sends it off, and a lady from the lab comes out to consult with the doctor. And of course, she's a sexy blonde. You get some side boob action from her. Yeah, she gets out of the shower. It's great. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. His girlfriend problems are solved. At first, they don't like each other, of course, but you know what's going to happen. And all that. And it's all very sad for the sister-in-law. Really, really sad because, well, it's a horror movie, so you know what's going to happen. So anyway, so there you go. There's a little romance story. You got your, hey, man, we really, we don't want to panic. But they find out, the good news is it's not a plague. It's the venom of the spider. And he's like, are you crazy? A spider taking down a cow? And well, it was multiple spiders, And eventually, they find out there's this hill full of them infested in there. So they decide, oh, well, just get rid of that. Well, there's more of them than just that. And it turns out they burned the hill, but they didn't check on the back door of the hill. So, yeah, there's a back door. So they get out, and they're out for revenge. And it shows like there's suggestions and a little message about environmental destruction is creating these spiders. I suppose the overuse of DDT and the like has somehow mutated them where they're more intelligent. Because there's literal scenes. They got the little girl playing in the dirt and stuff, and she's got her little toy bucket and all that, kind of, I guess, akin to making sandcastles or whatever, but it's, you know, they're in the pasture and whatnot. But nevertheless, anyway, that's what she's doing. And then she dumps the dirt out when they get ready to leave, and it's dumped all over the spider, and it's like the spider is pissed off. It's like, okay, kid, you're on the list. So it's just one gruesome killing after another. Eventually they find some of the guys being killed, cocooned in webs and all this sort of stuff. And they're like, oh my God, we got to do something about this. But everything they try doesn't have too much of an effect because there's just too many of them. And soon the whole town is overwhelmed. And they end up trapped in this building, and they're surrounded by them, and they fight them off as best they can. They use fire extinguishers, and that seems to help a bit. Shatner himself gets brutally attacked by them, but they're able to save him, and so on. But eventually, it's like the whole town's in full panic as the spiders are everywhere. They do a scene where, you know, of course, once again, panic is the worst thing you can do, and end up harming themselves more than saving themselves. But it's like a group of people, they all pile on this one police car as the sheriff's trying to get to where he's going, and it's a whole big disaster, of course, but and yet there's plenty of room to go and get away, and there's other vehicles. I don't know. I don't think that they didn't really frame the shot well enough to get it across that, you know, oh my God, we've got to get this car, you know, we need help. We need to get out of here as fast as possible because, boy, the tarantulas are just pouring it on. And there must be, I don't know, 1 million of them out there or something. You know, it's just the whole town. So anyway, long into the night, they're battling the spiders, and they just, oh boy, can they make it to daytime? It's like Night of the Living Dead, you know, except it's spiders. And so, of course, your few survivors make it to dawn, and they've boarded up the building in the hopes they can hold out, and then it's all quiet out, and so Shatner decides, I'm gonna take a look out. It's dangerous, they could get in, you know. Let me try. And he does, and he's looking out, and he goes, oh my God. And so the ending scene, well, remember the cocoon? So it ends on a very dark note. I don't, you know, it's like a lot of, you know, horror movies, sometimes, you know, well, the good guys win in the end, the monster gets it, you know, but increasingly there was quite a few, and especially in the 70s, they started, not so much, you know, and sometimes they'll leave it open-ended, you know, and other times it's just everybody dies and that's the end, you know. There's a lot of, and more like horror movies tend to go that route. But this one, well, I suppose they could have gotten out. I don't know. You be the judge. Because oh boy, it doesn't look great. So there you go. Kingdom of the Spiders. It's got its goofiness to it. It's a fun, you know, B-movie type thing. And that sort of stuff. But the music choices, I mean, they got this guy trying to sound like Elvis doing the theme song and stuff because, well, you know, it's cattlemen and everything and all of that. But then the other music is kind of like the stock music you'd hear a lot. One of the compositions or whatever pieces of music they repeat throughout is you've heard it in Twilight Zone. It's been used quite a bit. Something like that, you know. And they play that in there, and a couple of others. I don't know if I'd heard them in Twilight Zone, but so it's that kind of thing put together. But it works, I don't know about some. I mean, some of the pop music or what have you, I guess supposed to sound like between rock and country in some instances. I don't know. A couple of them is not all that. Oh yeah. And some of the earlier scenes, while it's introducing you to Shatner's character, it's almost like they almost craft a pilot here for an action adventure veterinarian, And it has this sort of almost 70s detective like track of music playing, and that kind of thing. So it's kind of funny that way. But overall, it's a fun romp, B movie level, but nevertheless, not bad, not too bad. So, and that, is it a great movie? No, it's not, but but fun, sure. Yeah, it's fun. Absolutely impractical. Could not happen, barring some weird, I don't know, alien mutation of spiders. But other than that, ridiculous. But doesn't matter. Entertaining? I'd say so, because I watched it, and I was entertained by Kingdom of the Spiders. Good evening. This program will begin shortly. But first, I'm going to need you in the chat to tell me you can hear me, because this is the type of thing that happens. So, somebody say it quick. Man. But let's see. Let me get to the chat I had here. Terrible Troy said, I want a double feature with Devil's Reign. That's a good idea. I just saw it. Okay, they hear me. Let me get Pat in here. All right. So here we are. There. We're both. Yeah. The champion.
Weird layout.
I know. It's the haunted house and everything. See?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. You have the smoke and everything.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Makes me think of the spookiness.
That's right. Yeah. It's perfect.
Spider movie, though, it's more exciting, right, than spooky.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it got spooky for the people who got bitten to death, but then they died, so I guess it wasn't anymore.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, the opening review spoiled everything anyway, so there's a lot of spiders and people get killed.
And some fine acting. I mean, from one of the great actors of the 20th century.
William Shatner, yeah.
Yes.
He commands the movie. He's the hero that everyone needed. And
he'd be fucking, too.
Yes. Oh, yeah. See, that's the interesting thing. I do have these slides, but I don't know. Maybe I can put those up there.
Now, how did you get to watch this movie without it being a problem? Is it in the public domain?
No. It's not in public domain, but it's like it's everywhere. I mean, like a Tubi, where is a free streaming service. It's on there. So
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, there's like copyright shit, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to show the movie.
What the fuck are you talking about? I thought we were watching the movie. I've been telling everybody all night we're watching the movie. I thought we were doing a watch along of the movie.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I didn't say that.
Ah, shit.
We would talk about it. Oh no.
Ah, fuck.
No.
Well, look, I have to apologize to everybody. I thought that was what it was. I completely misunderstood, apparently, and that's not going to fuck. Jesus.
Damn.
People are fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Do it. Like Toxic JPEG says, do it. What's going to happen?
Do it anyway. Well, I could lose the channel. You know, there's that.
From watching Kingdom of the Spiders. I mean, what better way to lose it? Better than, Kingdom of the Balls and Taint.
Let's see. I'll punch it in Tubi.
It's probably on YouTube itself. Just punch it into YouTube.
Yeah, it probably is.
And they can't do shit about it. No, they probably can. Look, I don't want you to lose your channel, but it seems like you could just like it would be a takedown of the video. Maybe you'd get a strike. I don't think you'd lose your channel.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't lose the channel. I don't think. Yeah, I would get a claim, but not. I mean, if you play the whole damn movie, you're in some amount of trouble. Yeah.
Okay, fine. We'll do whatever you like.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't believe I ever said, "Hey, you want to watch the movie together?"
No, you probably didn't, but that was the impression that I got somehow.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Fuck, no. I'm sorry to the people that I told that we'd be watching it. Maybe we could watch some scenes from it, though.
Yeah, let's see.
Can we at least watch that? Do some videos like that?
Something. Let me just punch in Kingdom of the Spiders.
Punch it in, yes.
Yeah, you're gonna hear
the old-fashioned way.
A little bit of it, yeah. Because the microphone hookup is right next to the keyboard.
Oh yeah, you're just like fucking the other guy I can't even remember his name. There was a guy that was real heavy on the keys.
Yeah, that guy. So that's the whole movie. They have it there on YouTube. Damn, I wish I knew if it was actual. There's the official trailer. We could watch that. Come on, somebody should have clips. There's clips for everything. Why not clips for Kingdom of the... Damn, boy, a lot of people have the full movie here.
Yeah, they get to keep their channels.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know.
Okay, here's one that says it's a montage.
Montage?
Yeah. It's time for a montage.
We'll see about that. Anyway, I mean, there's plenty to talk about with this movie. Of course, it's a fascinating movie. Of course, when you talk about it, everybody's going to be like, well, where's the spiders? We want to see them.
I know. Damn it. Wait till the very end. Yeah, I started doing these reviews. It initially started with this one because way back when we were doing Late as Fuck, we would look at clips of movies and stuff, and he said, "Hey, look at this." And
we could do anything we wanted.
Yeah. And there was a clip of William Shatner with the girl, and the line was, "I could do something with a beer."
Yeah, I could do things with a beer.
Yeah. So that was his nudge to her to get up and go get him a beer.
Yeah, isn't that great?
It's great, yeah.
I could do things with a beer. That was the days. That was a different day. The 70s, a guy says, I could do things with a beer. The woman was able to kind of discern the meaning of that. I don't know if they'd be able to do that now. They would go, yeah, I mean, right, you could drink it, or you could, I don't know. What? Are you planning on getting one? Will you get me one?
Now, the other implication was, once I'm loosened up with a beer, things can start to happen. Even though they were babysitting his niece.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's what happened. So what character does William Shatner play in this movie?
William Shatner, he's the chief. Oh, it's a small town, so he's the veterinarian of the area, and it's a cattle town, which is close to my heart.
So
And
he's working hard all the time, immunizing cattle and whatnot, and
right.
fixing broken hooves and stuff,
Yeah,
making sure they have no cavities. And
yes, he's got. Well, old Bessie's gonna need some fillings.
she's got a bit of an overbite. You could put braces on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get her in the chute. Let's
I
take
assume
care of that.
it's a busy life there for a veterinarian in a cattle town, and he
Yeah.
is the guy who apparently must have solved the mystery of the spiders, I guess.
Eventually, right off the bat, there's a murder of a cow. And the camera works really good. The camera shows you the eye view of the spider as the cow's sitting in the pasture chewing its cud, And all of a sudden, the cow and all the animals instinctively know something's up. So the cow's like, I've got this feeling I'm being watched.
The cow senses he's being watched. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, as the spider gets closer and closer.
And there's like the music.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, there's a sick cow on the ground.
There's a chase scene. There's not a chase.
Well, not at
the spiders don't chase it down.
Yeah, that would. I guess that's all they could afford. They couldn't have the cow take off and the spiders chase.
You don't want it necessarily that early in the film, I guess.
Yeah. You got to slowly creep into the action. So, of course, the farmer discovers, oh no, something's wrong with the cow. So Dr. Shatner shows up and does his inspection and whatnot, and he's kind of, I'm baffled by what happened here. And so they all begin to worry that the cow has contracted some sort of cow plague. And it just happens they're on the eve of their big county fair of livestock shows. And I guess this is one of the cows the farmer wanted to enter into the show, and so on. So, okay, here, I see you got something here.
It's only 6 seconds, but it gives you an idea of, you got to deliver some spiders.
Yeah, okay. There we go. We'll go into this. So that's his niece on the bed, and she's...
A little girl is all we need to know.
Yeah. And she's got spiders everywhere.
Are we in this scene?
No, we're not.
Well, then they can't hear us.
Oh, they can't hear it. Oh, damn. Okay, we'll have to do it that way then.
Yeah, just show it.
Yeah.
Press play.
Do I have I don't have the controls for that. You would.
Oh, my bad. Watch.
Yeah. Jump, girl.
It's
There
only
you
6
go.
segens.
Yeah. But you get the action and intensity.
Look at that.
Thank God.
Oh my God, she wound up on the ground.
And then he just throws her to the floor and she gets bitten by the spider. Oh yeah, the crop duster. Yeah.
The crop duster. We haven't gotten to the crop duster yet, though.
No. So that's the big thing. So it's almost like akin to Jaws, like Mayor Vaughn. So they got kind of a Mayor Vaughn who shows up for a few minutes and says, now we can't have hysteria over a plague to ruin the county fair.
County fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
you say ticks. You say ticks. People go, what? Huh? You say spiders. We got a panic on our hands during the county fair.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So Shatner's got to send a sample to the state lab or whatever.
He has to capture a spider.
No, he doesn't know it's a spider yet. So he's not sure what the cow is sick with and dying from. So he sends it off, and that's when the hot blonde lady shows up, because she's the representative of the lab who shows up to tell him that, well, your cow died from spider venom. And they're like, what? And,
spider venom?
That's impossible.
That's impossible.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Now, of course, she's a threat to the relationship they established earlier, that he's been looking after his former sister-in-law and her child because his brother died in Vietnam, so she's widowed. But now a little romance has sprung up between the two of them, but he gets irritated with her because she accidentally calls him by his brother's name. So now he's pissed. So now
Wait. And so she was married to his brother previously?
Yeah, but then he died. So
And then he starts, what, is this the Bidens?
yeah.
It's like the Biden story. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Exact same thing.
Well, in the old days, if your brother died, it was up to you to take care of his wife. And of course,
In the Bible days,
in the Bible days. And of course, in those days, he could have multiple wives.
And if you're taking care of her, you kind of figure, hey,
hey, you got to pay for this care.
A little something here, for the.
Exactly.
Right. So, which is understandable again.
But he gets
the poster for this is fucking insane.
She called him by.
Sorry. Doug's gone. Okay. Am I gone? I'm probably gone. Shit.
Oh, are you back?
Am I gone or are you gone?
I don't know. Am I gone?
No, you're here. Okay. I think you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right. I don't know what the hell that was. So anyway, that's the little romantic subplot here, because he meets the blonde. They don't like each other at first. He pulls a little joke on her, and she's kind of pissed, and off they go. But then later on, he's got her fetching his beer and everything.
Yes, of course.
So
don't forget that part.
Yeah, no. So let me see the slides here. That might help us a bit.
This is the poster. It's a wild science fiction nightmare.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Look at that.
So that's Shatner standing there holding a torch with spiders all over him.
And kind of telegraphing the ending if you look closely at the poster and think about the end. Yes. So don't look too closely unless you want it ruined.
So,
did you show it?
Oh, I keep forgetting. You got to slide it over. Sorry. There it is. There's Shatner covered in spiders holding the torch. And he's they always did the posters like that. One of the characters standing towering over the town. He does not grow to a giant in the movie.
Unfortunately, he does not.
Yes.
Because if he did, it would be Kingdom of William Shatner and the Spiders. It'd probably just be Kingdom of the William Shatner.
It would be Kingdom of the William.
He could pretty much handle any spiders. Look at that. He can crush those fucking buildings.
Yeah. So spiders, what are you, stupid?
They made me look so tall.
Yes.
In the poster. It looks like they had a contest to see you can draw a movie poster.
Yes.
I mean, it's kind of shitty.
It is. There's a better one.
The torch looks like a broom.
Yeah. I'm going to sweep these spiders out of town.
That does happen. There is some sweeping, I think.
There is. Like, I've got this broom. Maybe that'll help. So, oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. Remove it. So I'll add this. This will be our slides. This one is probably the better image from the poster, where it's now again, the spider does not get that giant.
No, they don't get giant at all. In fact,
no, they're just tarantulas, a whole bunch of them. But
boy, is there a lot of tarantulas.
Oh, there's a lot. I don't know where they got so many tarantulas.
Now, see, that's the thing. Do we ever find out anything about that? Because he's the lead. Wait, hold on. I'll just have to read the fucking summary myself over here.
They do indicate that there's some sort of mutation due to DDT or some bullshit like that.
Oh, God, it's always man has done this to himself.
Yes, in the end, man is the ultimate enemy. So there you go.
Fucked up. Man fucked up.
Once more. So there's Shatner.
He plays Dr. Robert Rack Hansen, a veterinarian in rural Verde Valley. That means Green Valley in Arizona. Receives an urgent call, and we go from there. A prize calf is sick and dies shortly afterwards. He sends samples of calf's blood, and he sends it to Diane Ashley, an arachnologist. That's a spiderologist, right?
Yeah.
All right, Mr Nailsin.
Yeah, they send it to her because hey, it's spider venom, so she's Spider Woman.
So as we know, the calf died from. We're still stuck on this first case. I feel like we're not making a lot of progress, but yeah. The spiders are normally cannibalistic, but they are combining to attack and eat larger animals. That's what she theorizes. They're converging due to the heavy use of pesticides, which are eradicating their natural food supply. So they're like, fuck it, we're going to eat bigger shit.
Yeah. But she said they were cannibalistic. So it seems like if they're
Normally.
running out of their food supply, they're going to start eating each other.
Normally.
Yeah, normally. Somehow the poison put it in their heads.
Yeah, normally I love eating a spider, but I'm so pissed off about these pesticides.
Yeah, it's like they're rebelling against humanity. Is basically.
Yeah, they're like, fuck you and your pet. They're picketing.
Yeah.
They're voting with their poison. Anyway, They return to burn the spider hill. Ooh, boy, a spider hill.
Yeah.
But then there's a bull attacked by tarantulas, and it runs out of a barn.
Yeah, here's the spider hill.
They have to set it. Now there's a flaming bull running through town.
Yeah. Nothing to see here. The fair will go on as scheduled.
Well, here's what they didn't realize, is that there's a secret tunnel that the spiders escape through.
Right. Yeah, they
Many
set
of
it. They set it on fire. And then after the whole thing's on fire, well, that'll take care of the spider menace and everything's fine. And then the camera pans down. Turns out there was a back door to the hill. And
Holy
so the spiders,
shit.
they just leave.
They're like, they left themselves a way out.
Yes. They're very clever, these spiders.
Mm-hmm.
And so
you got to be smarter than the fucking spiders. In this case, they're not. A veterinarian and an arachnologist. Yeah. They're just like, they set it on fire.
Yeah, just
that's smart thinking. Hey, so you want to go to where all the spiders are? Burn them. Okay.
That's right. Fire burn. Fire hot. Fire hurt.
Well, a guy driving a truck is the next victim.
Yeah.
First human victim.
Yeah.
He's driving his truck. Truck goes over the side of a hill. Farewell and adieu, ye fair Spanish ladies. Hanson happens upon the accident scene. He and the sheriff, Gene Smith, see if he survives.
Nope.
They find Colby's body encased in spider thread. You know.
So yeah. So after they kill him, they decide, I don't know, they get their fill. And they wrap them up in spider webs for later, I guess. So
is that how that works?
Yeah,
I don't know my spiders.
Well,
did the arachnologist you booked? Did she stand us up?
No, I don't think she even explained why they were cocooning them in webs. But I guess you figured you can't figure that out for yourself. Do I have to spoon feed everything to you?
Yeah, we just needed a creepy shot of the guy covered in spider web.
Yeah. Now, one of the things about, like, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with the cow is because they're covered in fur. But when people were getting bitten, you could see all the welts on them, So then, spider bites.
They'll crawl right up your pant legs.
Yes. They'd, bite your balls. They'll become cantaloupes, stuff like that.
Yeah, the poison is 5 times more toxic than normal.
Yes, that's the other. They're basically super spiders because
5 times more toxic. I mean, the tarantula bite is no big deal. It's not something you want, I mean, like, don't we learn that early on that, like, yeah, they can, like, get you if they get their little fucking prickly leg shits into you.
Yeah,
prickly leg shits is a scientific term, but a bite, not that big of a thing. I mean, it's not gonna. Again, it's not good, but it's not gonna kill you. But 5 times. Why didn't they make it 100 times more fatal?
I guess.
Because then they wouldn't have to attack in such numbers. But when you got all of them biting you, you're filled with poison. You're fucked.
Like if it was just one spider that just had more deadly, 100 times deadly venom, and he was just like a serial killer of people and was running around and biting them. I suppose they could have done it that way and say, well, this mutant spider escaped from the lab and all that.
All these fuckers got greedy is the problem, you know. They should have like only. What if there was only like a handful of spiders and they could talk? That'd be an interesting movie, wouldn't it?
Bring us Rack Hansen.
Give us Rack Hansen and we'll leave.
We'll spare the town. Rack, we've been friends, but
They're like, you know what? Throw in that Ashley too.
Yeah.
Throw in that arachnologist. I don't like the cut of her jib.
Well, that's the interesting thing. In an earlier scene, boy, she gets intimate with one of the spiders. This is after her side boob action in the shower. And then she comes out in her little towel, and the spider shows up, and she's like, well, what have we here? And she starts blowing kisses at it and everything. I mean, she is.
Shut up. Come on. What are you talking about?
No, that's in the movie.
She's blowing kisses to a spider. Oh, because she's an arachnologist. So she's oh, look at you.
Yeah.
You're not shit.
What a pretty boy you are. And then she blue balls it and tosses it outside the door and shuts the door.
Not even a handy for the little spider?
No, nothing. So then that's it. She's on the list. The spider wants revenge ever since, and particularly hates William Shatner because he's moving in on his woman.
Because he's banging her, yeah.
That's right. He's getting some and he didn't. He's like, well, screw this.
This movie had a budget of $1 million. Box office, $17 million.
Well, look, spiders are costly.
What would that be? What would that be? How many times? $1 million in 1977. 17 times. Yeah, 17 times as much. Yeah. I guess that wasn't a huge budget, but it's not nothing. $750,000 went to William Shatner.
There you go. Yeah, this was in William Shatner's wilderness period after Star Trek, and after that, he had a terrible divorce. I think the wife took him for everything, and he was left living in a camper trailer, that kind of stuff. So so he was taking these B movie jobs and that sort of thing. And then, he worked through the whole decade. He was on Columbo and stuff like that. And then he did movies like this. So
movies are sort of like pro football. Some of those guys, these Hall of Fame football players from the 70s, late 60s, they were like fucking middle class guys. They didn't get paid the big money that they do now. So like I think actors, some of them, they were like they had to make a shitload of movies. Burt Reynolds made a shitload of movies.
Yeah.
John Travolta, he kind of spans that a little bit. He's out of that period, I guess. He was making more money, but some of these guys had to really work.
Yeah. Well, it's like John Travolta. He broke out and became a big star, and then faded, and he was doing these movies no one ever saw. Some of them were kind of stupid. Then Pulp Fiction
back
brought
again,
him back, right?
Faded again,
yeah. Then faded again, pretty much,
almost instantly.
Yeah, yeah. But he made enough money, and he seems to have been smarter with the money he made in that period that he did when he was, a young dumb kid.
He's like, I want to make Battlefield Earth.
Yeah.
I think I'm being encouraged to do it by my church.
Speaking of John Travolta, we got to do this again for The Devil's Reign. I don't know if you've seen that one. I recommend you do. That's another Shatner horror movie, but it also features John Travolta's first film debut.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, you got to look really close and he's in makeup and stuff, but it's him in that movie. So
okay, Battlefield. What's it called?
The Devil's Reign.
The Devil's Reign.
Yeah, it's about a.
You want to know about I don't mean to just get off on, but did you ever see Alice, Sweet Alice?
Yeah, that's the one with it turned out to be an old lady in a mask, and
Brooke Shields is in it.
Brooke Shields was the little girl. Yeah,
and it is the creepiest fucking movie.
Oh,
creepy.
Yeah. Beyond just being a horror movie, it's very disturbing.
It's filled with that inner city Catholic type shit.
Yeah.
And just like city, like scumbaggery. There's a guy there who's bald. Apparently he's kind of a bit of a PDF, and he's like pissed his pants. He eats cat food. He's got 1,000 cats, and he eats. It's like a believable character. You're looking at it too, going, "Oh God."
Oh yeah,
It's just disgusting. The whole. I mean, like it is a creepy movie.
yeah.
Anyway, but Kingdom of the Spiders meeting. You want spiders to come and eat everybody there.
Yeah. Why couldn't the spiders have attacked that movie? So anyway, yeah, she that I think this sets off the extra revenge plot for the spiders. So
the lust.
Yeah, the lust, because he's like, there she is making fun of his pee-pee here and showing it to Shatner. He's like, huh? And all that. So it's on.
Oh my God, that happens. That's terrible. That's what women go to all the time. Yeah. You got a little dick.
You got a little pee-pee, don't you?
You got a little dick. I heard you got a little dick, little spider. Of course I do. I'm a spider. I'm really hung for a fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, in my neighborhood.
Welcome to the kingdom. I happen to be. Okay, so what happens next is the sheriff has located more spider hills on Colby's property, and they're like, fuck.
Right.
Fuck.
So
because she's been notified by her colleagues that the venom is so powerful, and it's not just one fucking hill. They thought they had one hill. No. 5. Multiple. Several.
5.
I don't know. 5. I don't know. 5 times. No, it's like there's several. So the mayor orders the sheriff to spray the hills and the surrounding countryside with pesticide.
Yes.
Ashley protests that the pesticide would at best be a short-term solution since other spiders will continue to use the same migration path to find more food.
Yeah, but
so she's just saying, let's just give up.
I know. It's like, well, what do you want to do, Ashley?
She says the town should bring in birds and rats.
Yeah, I know. That's right.
Then you're going to be overrun with birds and rats.
I know. The birds and rats will fight the spiders.
But they're 5 times more venomous, so...
I know. They would kill the birds and rats.
It might even kill the birds and rats.
Yes.
I mean, if they can kill bulls...
Yeah, I think they can take a rat.
Yeah. What a dumb bitch.
I know.
How many fucking... I mean, there are billions of spiders. Hill after hill after hill. Yeah. Right there on the Colby's property. And this motherfucker wants to bring in how many birds to eat that many? They're not that hungry. Rats will eat, but shit. And now you're just going to be overrun with rats. That's how this happened in India. They had a problem with monkeys.
Oh, yes.
So they brought in these dogs or some shit. Or bigger monkeys. They brought in bigger monkeys to get rid of the smaller monkeys.
Yes, so now the monkeys are like, okay, we own this town.
Now they've got enormous monkeys.
Yes.
Jeez.
And
maybe it started with dogs, and they got monkeys to get rid of the dogs, and then to get rid of the monkeys, they got bigger monkeys. It's like, it's no wonder you guys shit outside.
Yes. Although I wouldn't recommend it because that's where the monkeys can get you.
You guys are dumb.
I'm afraid so. But
we have a new solution.
The interesting thing about it is that her solution to this is not totally inaccurate in the sense that that's the kind of crap that these people will suggest.
Exactly. And the mayor dismisses the idea, fearing that a large number of spiders and rats would scare away patrons of the county fair. Good thinking.
Yes. Once again, Mayor Vaughn of the county. Oh no, we're doing the poison. So as you see here, it doesn't work out as the spiders once again are a step ahead of the people. The pilot gets in his crop duster with
now that I have that scene, we can watch it.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's right there.
Oh, this is the one with the telephone. Okay,
just add it in. Yep, the telephone one. Is it up?
Mine. There we go.
I think you're going to run out of bullets. I mean,
your foot could work.
This bitch is shooting the spiders.
Yes.
All right. Hands up. Oh, and then she's no. Oh my God. Look at this. What's about to happen?
Yes. This is probably the best scene.
I mean,
her solution.
This is I am sick of these motherfucking spiders in this motherfucking plane. Dusting the crops, killing the spiders, la-da-dee-dee, la-da-da.
And then something's on my balls.
Have you ever seen a guy more happy just to be flying along in a plane than this guy though?
Can't say that I am.
No helmet and shit. Is this what you really just like open wind out there on your face like that?
Yeah.
That's how you actually
I've
fly.
dealt with crop dusters. A lot of times, some of them, they don't even have the goggles. They'll just, they'll have a hat on
Crazy.
backwards like he's doing and fly around.
Like Murdoch from the A-Team.
Yes.
Huh.
Oh, that's an embarrassing scream.
Oh man, glad nobody was here to see it.
Yeah.
Spiders are biting me.
Look, this is close to the Godfather.
I mean, really, it is terrifying.
It is. Yeah, it's not a great thing to have happen.
I think, what if this is what happened in 9/11? They just lost control of the airliner because spiders in the cockpit.
Spiders all along.
That's my theory. Spiders in the cockpit.
Well, he sure is flying funny.
Like, hey, you're acting like you've been bit by some spiders with 5 times the poison of usual. He does like a drink now and then.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
What the hell? Why does every country-ass person in a movie, first of all, is filthy. Yes. Second of all, I guess this guy's a mechanic maybe or something. But
yeah,
like,
I think he is because he met up with Shatner earlier.
They all had this squinty like, what's going on here? Why is he doing that?
That's poison he's carrying.
Yeah,
poison? He's poisoning the town.
He's a murderer.
What the... Sheesh. Wouldn't you just think, I gotta land. I really need to just pay attention to landing the plane. This guy just loses his mind.
Yeah, I guess perhaps he has arachnophobia. You know, he sees one spider.
I mean, yeah, but he's I mean, I get it. It would be fucking awful. You're covered with spiders.
Sure, yeah.
And you're 30 feet in the air.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. The guy's had a flying He's got some hours behind him, I'm sure. Right?
I would think so. He's like, I got to get to the ground so I can get some help.
Well, he'll get there.
Yes.
Crash into one of them hills.
Yeah. I'm taking all these spiders with me.
Should have looked about the cockpit first, I guess.
Yeah.
See, the scary thing is it's almost like the spiders knew. Like, this guy is a threat. Do you see the side of this plane? It says poison on it.
Well, since the poison is apparently the impetus of this whole thing, so they're familiar with it. And so they probably smelled it as they were pouring it into the plane. And so they got ready to, okay, we're not letting this happen.
They're like, we need about 40 volunteers, okay?
Yeah, to make the bold sacrifice for the spider community and take this pilot down.
It's not quite a suicide mission, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Have you checked your super tips?
Let's see.
Just in case.
Good Lord.
What if there's money?
There is.
All
right. We'll take a little super tip break as we move over to the super tip layer.
Am I here still? Am I in the?
You are, because I haven't moved it over yet.
But when you do, we can't both all be in there in the same time. I'm
not sure.
We can. Oh wait, you're doing it. You're doing it with the other type of scene. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, it might. I had to kill OBS because it was causing the thing to freeze up.
Do it, man.
All right, let's take a look at super tip from Nodak here. So it is an image I'll have to blow it up on my end. It shows Pat Dixon. I guess we're characters from the movie. So there's Pat Dixon. The spider is approaching him. He's, what is he? A rancher. So he's a rancher, the local council. Douglas Nelson. No, I can't seem to be able to do that. Sorry. Is that how? There we go. Like that. Is that? Yeah, they can't hear you. I'm hoping you can see it. Good enough. Oh, cool. So let me continue reading this. So I'm the spider expert, and then Tass is some farmer about to be attacked by the spiders. So there we have it. No William Shatner to save us. We're all doomed. It will not happen. I'm sorry to give you the bad news, but you know, these things do happen. It's unfortunate, but that's life, isn't it? Anyway, thank you, Nodak, very much for the super tip. By the way, the program is brought to you by Super Tip. All you got to do is head over to supertip.gg/Doug. That's right. It's got the same name as me. And you can send me a text message or these lovely voice tips. Those are always fun with a variety of
Okay, let's go. We got to get back to the scene. Jesus Christ.
I'm doing business here.
They know how to do everything. Anthony Kumi is in the chat. He says he has a comment.
Well, Anthony's in the chat.
I think we should read it. I'm interested in what he has to say.
Okay.
Shatner, 1973 TV movie Pioneer Woman. I was psyched to see Shatner since I was a fan of Star Trek. He's on screen for about 10 minutes. He gets killed, and the movie is about how his widow makes do. So I was bummed. Fuck his widow. I'd rather see Ghost of Shatner making do.
That would have been a good one. He could have been the ghost getting revenge on his widow. But
for what?
He's only in
didn't kill him.
Okay, I'm finally seeing it. Pioneer Woman. Yeah, I haven't seen this one. I was psyched to see Shatner. I was focused. Well, he was prepared for the role after his nasty divorce. At the time that left him in poverty during
Imagine
his wilderness years.
You make it big on a TV show, you're a big star, and then your wife goes, I'll have that, thank you.
Yeah. Well, he kind of fooled around with the girls in the miniskirts on the show. You know?
Who gives a shit? Of course he did. It's the star of the show.
Yes, I'm a star. What was I supposed to do? I had to explore. So
he fucked that green woman too.
Yes, he did.
But The Beguiled, now that's a movie that'll get you pissed off at women.
Oh yeah, was he in that?
No, it was Clint Eastwood.
Oh yeah.
The bitch hobbles him.
Yeah,
cuts off his leg. Cuts off his fucking leg.
Civil War soldier, and
yes,
they cut his legs off. Yeah.
Yeah, just to be a bitch because she's like, oh, really? You don't like me so much? Yeah. Looks like that gangrene is really aggressive.
Give me a saw. Well, that's how they did surgery in the Civil War days, you know.
That's the guy who, like, you know, when you're telling stories about crazy bitches, he's just kind of like, all right, guys, listen. You'd be embarrassed if you'd. Here's the story. Yeah.
Yeah.
See these nubs? Did she got both of them off or just one? I think it was one.
I think it was just the one because he was already injured, so they just went ahead and took that. Yeah, that's a horror movie there.
It is.
It's quite the horror movie. It's that's even worse than Play Misty for me. You know.
Oh, slightly.
Yes, God, I mean she's crazy enough to do it, but you know.
Crazy as a million spiders in a dozen hills. Is the scene back up now? Can we finish watching this guy crash this plane?
Yeah, we got to get him to crash. Okay, there they are. What's he doing?
Why are arachnologists always so hot?
I don't know. It just happens that way. The
Oh,
spiders,
fuck.
yeah. I don't think he's supposed to. Oh. Well, that's not how you do that.
Yeah, he killed them spiders pretty good.
Wait, he got the ones in his way.
I think the spiders got a hold of the wheel, right? And they're like, aim for Shatner.
They didn't get him that time.
Maybe we should come back to this scene. I don't know, but I think we might as well just go ahead and watch it up.
Yeah.
Think before you act. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
here's something in the vent. The world's ugliest woman I'm married to.
So the spiders, hey, look, let's be merciful on the guy.
Look at that fucking, what a kooky chick. Jesus.
Or they could cast them in the 70s.
I mean, back then you could cast some ugly people.
Oh, yeah.
These would all be supermodels now. This one's a regular model at best. Hope there's no spiders in here.
That would be terrible.
I'm checking it for spiders. Mad, you're soaking in it. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Bullseye.
Right on, yeah. Good, spider. Good. Now, that's not going to work. Get that out of here.
Come on, Shatner. Shatner wouldn't have done that. Guy's a fucking veterinariologist.
Yeah. He's a veterinarianologist.
Look at that. Does she have a spider right on her pussy?
Probably.
It looks like it to me.
I mean, how could you tell?
The outside of that denim outfit. Okay.
So you can see the terror in this beer.
Here's the whole scene.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't guess it. Look at this. He draws a spider on here. I'm glad they left this in. Now I'm killing me some spiders. That's the worst picture of a spider I've ever seen. That's like a hairy peanut.
I'll kill them.
Jesus. Come on, man. Look at that. Protozoa. Anyways.
Well, this establishes the level of intellect the man has, so we can understand how he walks right into this trap.
The guy, you know who that guy is, the character's name is? A crop duster. But that's when the spiders began assaulting residents.
Yeah.
Killing Birch and Hanson's sister-in-law, Terry.
Yes. They kill
Hanson
her.
arrives at their home, rescues Terry's daughter, Linda. We saw that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Hanson, Ashley, and Linda take refuge in the Washburn Lodge and consult with the sheriff, who tells them the spiders are everywhere and Camp Verde is cut off. I guess we can forget about that county fair.
Yeah, I think that's been canceled as by the spiders.
Maybe we should have done the rats.
I know. If only. So yeah, it ends up like Night of the Living Dead, where they're holed up in that place. You know. Meanwhile, the town, the last ones to know, go into a panic, and they attack the sheriff, trying to steal his car.
What, the people do?
Yeah.
White people?
Yeah. I guess that's how they.
Is he the only one with a car in this fucking place?
Yeah, apparently. They're all in a panic. They want to get out of town. They attack his car.
It's the only thing going out of town without a saddle, I guess.
We got to get away from these spiders. So then they drive him into crashing their water tower. But as you can see, it blocks the whole street, and there's no way out.
This is very much like Jaws.
The panicking crowd are trampling one another. It's mayhem. They cannot escape.
Land Jaws.
As here you can see the spiders. Well, they're everywhere except, nowhere here. Seems like they could get away, but I don't know. For some reason, it just doesn't happen.
There's no quint, like a quint for spiders. You know, that's what they need.
No, they just had Ashley. So who's
you know how I make my living hunting spiders.
Yeah, there was. That was the problem. There was no Quint.
Spider that big, swallow you whole. Well, the spiders are small, but there's a lot of them. I let them cook. So, yeah, a support post under the town's water tower causing it to fall on his vehicle. So now they're in a lodge.
Yeah, they end up in the lodge. Oh, there's the sister-in-law who dies.
There's only a handful of them at this point.
Yeah.
Trapped in the lodge.
Is
that the lodge that we were just looking at?
Yeah. This is the lodge.
Oh, shit.
And there's the spiders coming up the steps. And Rack and Ashley are like, oh, no, the spiders.
Well, the spiders, somehow they made it here.
Yeah. Everywhere we go, there they are. I guess they'd be here, too.
We really should have left. As soon as this shit started coming up.
Yeah.
Why do we stay here for one day? Packed a bag. We could have left. Damn it. It was just now we're kind of fucked.
I'm afraid so, yes.
Things are very poisonous. I mean, they're barricaded in there, and that is the scene. It's very dramatic.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic because you see how fucked they are.
Primarily due to their stupidity, but nevertheless.
I mean...
So eventually, they board up the windows and all that stuff. Like I said, like Night of the Living Dead. And then, oh no, Rack gets attacked. So he has a flashlight, but it's not doing much. They don't seem to care. And they really go to town on him. They almost eat his toupee and all that. And,
holy shit.
I know.
Holy shit, JFK.
Yeah. But Ashley is able to save him. She couldn't save anybody else but her boyfriend. Wow.
Rack.
Yes, but her boyfriend, Rack.
I mean, isn't that one of Sarah Palin's kids' names?
Probably. Might have been named after this movie. They did explain it, that they were playing pool, and his brother was always telling him to rack him. And so he got the name Rack. There you go.
His brother was always telling him to rack him.
Yeah.
This is my other brother, Chalk. This is Break.
Oh no.
Now you want to this is like the last scene from the movie.
Oh, that you have. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Let's
if you want to, I'm sharing it now.
Take mine out.
And I'll make it so this is like it, I mean,
yeah, this is after he's recovered from his spider bites and everything. It's the next morning. They've had the long nights up, under siege by spiders. And then he's like, it's all quiet out there. We've got to know what's going on. So he starts
of course it's quiet. Spiders are not that fucking, I guess they make noise in this, but
I don't know.
It's like how Jaws growls in Jaws 3.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's almost the Godzilla.
The shark roars.
Yeah. He roars over and over.
It's so great. Yeah, remember in Jaws 3, it's not even all that close, and you could hear it like, brrr.
Yeah. And then you realize, oh no, Jaws is here.
Jaws just growled at me.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Sweet Jesus.
So
last forevermore.
Odd choice for a theme song, but
I love it.
Yeah.
It's actually a great song. They look out and they see, oh no,
the entire town is cocooned. And they use music from the Twilight Zone in there.
How are they seeing this?
Yeah, I don't, unless you're in an airplane.
I wanted to see what they were seeing.
I know, they're just seeing webs. They're not seeing that they don't know that the entire town is now covered in wet.
Why would they cocoon the ground?
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit.
Well,
This just looks like a black and white fucking painting or something.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
And now the song.
Forevermore.
Our blood is going to
We've never seen before. I remembered that theme song all these years.
Yes.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah. They've got it playing on the radio as he's looking.
Yeah. It's just the closing theme is just whatever happened to be on the radio when they woke up.
Right.
By all means, if you're ever surrounded by spiders, listen to the radio.
Yeah,
listen to a little country music, soothe your nerves.
Yes.
They don't have long to live. See, this is one of those where the fucking, where the creature wins,
Yeah, they don't make it. How are they going to get out? they're trapped in the cocoon. If they get out, the spiders will attack.
Yeah. Oh, if they get out, it's even worse than being in.
Yeah.
They just have to hope to outlive them.
Yeah, if they got enough supplies and they can keep them out of that house, and then I don't know, somebody notices, hey, we haven't heard from Spider Town in a while, and so they fly over. Whoops! Look at that.
Do you see who played Injured Boy? John.
John.
John, the Injured Boy.
John.
It's in the credits right there. John,
the Injured Boy.
John.
Look, we're gonna need an injured boy for this scene. John.
I don't know. I didn't think I was going to get the part. Palsy the Devil Boy also auditioned. When it comes to being injured, it's hard to beat John.
Oh, yeah, he's a character actor of injury. So there you go. It's a great classic.
It really is.
It is.
It encapsulates an era better than many things do.
Yeah, it does do that. It
was supposed to be in Arizona, Nodak. Arizona was asking, what state is the movie supposed to be in?
Yeah, Arizona.
They just need to survive until winter, but it's Arizona, so.
Yeah. So it might not work out.
They
didn't make it. I'm afraid that's the conclusion you get.
Well, and there's no food in there either. It's the lodge. I mean, I don't think that there's any.
Yeah.
And plus, the spiders are pushing in on them at all times.
Yeah, they're not going to give up, and they're taking a little break now because it's morning. They were up all night, going to take a little nap, but then they'll come back.
They're fully aware that William Shatner's in there with that fucking spider bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, in the sequel, she's become queen of the spiders, and they invaded the neighboring town.
She figured out how to, reason with them.
All
Spider
right.
whisperer.
Yeah. So the other one is The Devil's Reign. I think Kingdom of the Spiders is better of the two, although Devil's Reign does have its moments. It's a messed up movie. The one I did before that Shatner did was one called The Terror from 37,000 Feet. And basically it's another airplane disaster movie, except in this one, the airplane is possessed by evil spirits. So
the plane
itself. Yeah. Well, this guy who's like an archaeologist, he finds some old druid artifact and he wants to ship it back to New York. So he brings it. It's in the cargo hold of the plane. Well, of course, it doesn't like being shipped to New York. So it starts freezing the plane and doing weird stuff to it. And there's some crazy lady who's protesting that he's doing this and that sort of thing. Shatner himself plays a defrocked priest. He doesn't believe in God anymore. He's all depressed and just wants to get drunk all day. And he's got this hippie girlfriend. Yeah, so there's William Shatner, Chuck Connors is in it. The professor from Gilligan's Island is in it.
Oh, wow.
It's an all-star cast. What's Buddy Ebsen is in it?
Jesus.
I know.
So
we
they were
gotta
going
do
like
that.
full blown like airport type disaster movie, all star
Right.
cast. Yeah. Wow.
Just the disaster is not a terrorist or a mechanical failure. It's it's the devil. So
It's a what you said, a druid artifact.
yeah. So it's like the ancient spirits from the druid artifact are rebelling against them because they don't like that they were disturbed. Something of that nature.
So does the plane like projectile vomit green stuff?
No, but a little doll does. They at one point decide we need to appease the spirits, so we got to make a sacrifice to them. And there's a little girl on board, and they all look at the girl. And then
No.
like, all right, wait, we can't do that. And then so they say, hey, I know, let's take her doll and do that instead. So they do, but the
What kind of sacrifice is that except to the girl?
yeah, well, the girl doesn't seem to care, so they put the doll there. But the druid spirits are not that stupid. They figure out that it's not a real baby, and so
They're probably insulted, really.
they are. They get very pissed, and they make the doll cry green snot coming out of its eye.
Take that. You can give it back to the little bitch now. Whenever you guys are ready to bargain, let us know.
So ultimately, Shatner decides, well, I'm a priest. I got to go and try to exorcise the plane.
Well, how do they figure out that the plane is demon possessed? How did they possibly make that connection?
Well, the weird stuff starts happening. It causes the whole cargo area freezes. There's a dog in there, and it kills the dog by freezing it to death. And there's
then it'll just go, oh, wow, we got a little malfunction. I think we got a leak someplace or something.
Right. At first they think, oh, we've got, the air pressure's sleeping in and it's freezing because they're up in, and so, but the crazy lady who's protesting the archaeologist says, no, it's the angry spirits.
And they go, oh, that must be it. Yeah, forget about this.
Yeah, pretty much. The archaeologist's wife just happens to be psychic, so the spirits start communicating with her, and she starts freaking out and everything.
These motherfuckers were very prepared for this possession of the plane.
Oh yeah, everything was in place. And
this sounds like probably the best movie ever made. Really, this sounds amazing. It really does. What a crazy idea.
Yes, pretty nutty. Because there was all those, the airport movies, which spawned the airplane parody movie, And
then there's The Exorcist.
Yes, so they're like, Exorcist, they said, hey.
That was the high concept. Somebody pitched that. It's like The Exorcist meets Airport.
Exactly. That's the movie.
Or The Airport meets Exorcist. That'd probably be the better way to say it.
Yeah, I suppose. But but this one was it wasn't theatrically released. It was a TV movie.
Your pilot sucks cocks in hell.
Pretty much.
The flight attendants start coming on and like speaking backwards and shit. This is a tremendous plot. Wow.
Yeah. So I won't spoil any further.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Well, I'm just curious. Like, what is so the plane gets cold, a dog dies.
Yes.
Is there a lot of turbulence?
Well, there's a weird
thing. Do they run out of nuts? I mean, like, what happens?
Yeah, I think they do. But there's a weird occurrence that happens. They suddenly realize they're not getting anywhere, even though they're flying in midair, but they're not getting any closer to New York. They're like over the Atlantic, and they're like,
oh, fuck. Going on? Are they going in a circle, or are they just levitating?
I think they're just levitating, like the spirits is holding them there, and they're burning off fuel. And they're just like, we're going to drop in the ocean if we don't get moving, So,
okay, the thing that makes it just levitate, which is impossible, doesn't also cause it to not run out of fuel. That's a constant.
Yeah.
But the idea that the plane could just like sit there in midair, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's just funny what they choose to adhere to reality-wise and what they,
Yeah. So they're like, oh no, what do we do? So eventually they got a couple of ideas about what to do. They say, hey, fire should scare it. So they decide to set a fire in the plane. So there's this little table and they set it on fire.
Yeah, that should scare it.
But the spirits just blow it out.
Like, are you guys nuts? You're on a plane. This is a tube. It's sealed.
So
You
then
fucking morons. I mean, I'm going to kill you. I don't want you doing this.
I guess the crazy lady, I seem to recall, suggests that when it's daylight, the spirits will go away, but it's still dark. So then the pilot says, well, wait a minute, we could climb. So they can't go forward, but they can climb the plane above to where they can hit sunlight. But by then, Shatner, the ex-priest, decides to be a priest again. So he runs back to the cargo hold to confront the demon. And right at the last minute, they say, oh, you don't have to. We're in the sunlight. But he says, no, I've got to see it. So he looks around the corner and there's some guy in a black robe standing there. And he's like, oh. And then the next minute, he's shot out of the plane through the door. And
Amazing.
Really badly done scene of him over back then. It would have been the blue screen, like the old weatherman reports, and it's a little figure of Shatner going into the clouds.
Oh shit, he gave his own life.
Yeah, but he didn't need to, because they'd already solved the problem, so he could have just come back to the seat. but I got to see it.
We told you to go to your seat.
Yeah. So, because he was questioning his faith and belief in supernatural things, and now, despite everything that had just happened, it's pretty convincing. Oh, well, this crap's all real. I better start praying again. But anyway, he ends up shot out of the plane. So then they land in New York and just sort of look at each other awkwardly and deplane. The end. Now the Devil's Rain.
Wait. What's the name? What's the name of that? I've been trying to fucking discover the name of this fucking airline so I could do a stupid joke about this fucking airline. What's the one that there's all the fights on and shit?
The fights.
Yes, somebody in chat will know it immediately.
Oh, Spirit Airlines.
Okay.
Which is no longer.
That's what they get for flying Spirit Airlines. There's the joke. Good night.
It's a double joke.
What a dumbass. It is a double joke, and I missed it. There's no Spirit anymore? That's why it's not listed, I guess.
They went under. They were trying to merge with JetBlue. And then, of course, the Democrats bitched and moaned about it, so they scuttled it. And they say, well, then
you don't have no Spirit Airlines no more.
No Spirit. They got to... Yeah, so
now where are y'all gonna fly? Okay, so should we go over this other, or should we?
Well, I can give you an overview of Devil's Rain.
Sounds good.
That one is also a stellar cast. Of course, William Shatner, Ernest Borgnine is in it. He's the main villain. As I said earlier, John Travolta has a cameo in there, or not? Well, a little more than a cameo. Ida Lupino is in it. Eddie Albert.
Eddie Albert.
Yes. And
I like Eddie Albert.
Yeah. He's actually probably more of the hero of the movie at the end. He just sort of shows up and solves everything. And then and Tom Skerritt. Tom Skerritt is in there. But the girl in the movie that's Tom Skerritt's wife is just as dumb as a box of bricks. I mean, she can't act worth a shit. It's really bad. And yet realistic. She kind of becomes the centerpiece of it, because she's also psychic and can communicate or foresee the events that happens, but doesn't really do any good, as it really turns out very badly at the end. So I don't know if you want me to spoil anything there. The creepy.
I'm not even sure I understand this plot. It all sounds very convoluted.
The plot is there's this satanic cult, and they date back to the colonial days of the Puritan era. And Ernest Borgnine was the leader of the satanic cult back then. And he gets burned at the stake, but he was really super powerful, so he still is able to live on, and he's still running this cult. But they've lost their magic book, and they want their book back. And William Shatner's mother has the book hidden in their house.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And so
It's all about getting this book.
Right. That's the main thing they want. And Shatner they're waiting on his father, and he's disappeared. And then does he show up, or his friend, or whatever? But the creepy element of it is people who are taken in by the cult, they get their eyes cut out. So they all walk around with these black holes where their eyes used to be.
Wow.
And
That's a hell of a lot more than just drinking some Kool-Aid.
No. And then if they stay out in the rain, they melt. So this guy,
that's fortunate.
Yeah, it starts to rain, so the guy melts right there on their doorstep in front of Shatner, and he just becomes a pile of crap and green snot.
So basically, you need a super soaker to get rid of this whole cult.
Right. Well, they didn't have those in the 70s. I suppose a garden hose would have done. But yeah, basically water. It's like the witch from Wizard of Oz. Just throw some water on her. She's done.
Jesus.
But somehow Shatner decides.
There's a drought. I mean, how do you even make that dramatic?
Yeah, that's true. There was something. They're out in the desert, so it's pretty tough.
I'm really thirsty.
Yeah.
But this guy's going to kill me. I have to have a drink. Dead.
Yeah. So Shatner and Tom Skerritt are brothers, and Shatner gets captured by the cult, so his brother finds out, and he's got to head over there and see what the hell's going on with his psychic wife. And so, of course, he confronts the cult and everything. Meanwhile, his mentor, Eddie Albert, shows up and says, I think I know what to do. So they investigate. It's called Devil's Rain, I guess, because the rain is dangerous to them. But at the same time, they take the souls of the people they capture, and the souls are put inside this giant bottle, and they're all in there, and it's raining constantly inside the bottle. So all the souls are in the bottle going, because it's raining. And and their bodies
it's Seattle in here.
Yeah, yes, they send them to Seattle. And the bodies are all these, eyeless zombies wandering around, obeying Ernest Borgnine.
Obeying Ernest Borgnine.
Yeah, he's the leader. And when he's really hyped up, he turns into a devil. They got this makeup. He's got horns and everything. I
don't like that motherfucker Ernest Borgnine right now. I'll tell you, I do not enjoy him in movies.
Oh, no.
Him being in a movie is not a bad sign. It's usually kind of a good sign, in fact. Yeah. But I mean, I don't like the guy himself.
Oh, wow.
I'm just
he's
throwing it out there, Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's long dead. Yeah.
Yeah. So shouldn't be too much of a problem.
I guess not. But
in the end,
I mean, he plays a satanic character.
Yes.
That everybody obeys.
Yes.
He's a short little fucker.
Well, he stands up on the dais, He towers over them. Plus, he suddenly turns into this animal-looking, horn-headed creature, so they're all kind of scared about that.
Yeah, he should have been handing out umbrellas.
No. Yes. So you know what's going to happen. Eddie Albert shows up and solves everything. And he says, if you destroy that bottle, all the souls get released. And then it starts to rain on all the demonic peoples. And so then Ernest Borgnine looks really nervous about this, but the goons are able to take the bottle away from Eddie Albert. But then Shatner, who's been taken over by the cult, he runs over, he grabs the bottle and looks at it. And then the Borgnine is like, hey, hand that over to me right now. But then Shatner, he realizes he gets his humanity back, and he smashes the bottle, saving the day, and the rain pours down, and they all turn into, piles of snot and clay or whatever. And but then right at the last minute, Skerritt and Borgnine are in a fight, but then Borgnine melts, and then Skerritt saves his wife, who was about to be sacrificed to the cult. And they get outside this satanic church. It blows up, and then Eddie Albert's like, all right, that's a wrap, and leaves. And then Tom Skerritt and his wife embrace. But as they spin around, Tom Skerritt's wife turns into Ernest Borgnine. So he's going home to have sex with Ernest Borgnine, thinking it's his wife.
Unknowingly.
Yes, unknowingly. He doesn't know this. And his wife's soul is in, I don't know, some other extra bottle that I guess Eddie Albert didn't think of.
We don't got to, analyze it beyond that. I think it's pretty much, it's an insane movie. But, I found a scene from that Terror at 37,000 feet.
Yeah, much better movie.
Yeah, if you want to have a look at it, it's right there. You can add it.
Yeah.
Very powerful scene.
Yeah, this must be in first class. No. Oh, dear God.
There you go. So
there you go. That's the movie in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what the fuck that was, but that was weird.
I know, he puts his mask I guess as long as he just does that in his seat, they can't really kick him off the plane, you know?
Yeah, right. People who came up with the whole thing are like, yeah, this is what we wanted. This is about how we were hoping it would work out.
There you go. So this was...
Hey, I just have a little whisper here for you, for the people here. Just a little fucking... But I think I'm going to be on this little piggy tomorrow.
Oh, well.
So that'll be my first time on there.
Cool. So there's... Yeah, how's that going? I haven't really kept up on his court adventures.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I kept up a little bit. It's pretty fucking upset. I don't want to talk about it. I'm saving it for this little bit.
Right. Yeah, we don't get into the details. But of course, it's an absurd case. I mean, it's just... But what do you expect?
He's been out of his mind this week, yeah, so... I don't want to corrupt this show, which is beautiful. I've really enjoyed it. I mean,
let's stick to the Satanism and the spiders.
Yeah, it's much more wholesome.
Yeah. But anyway, there we go. At some point, whether I can get you on or not, I'm going to do my own video review of Devil's Reign, but we might talk about that one. But probably better, you might want to talk about the airplane one.
The airplane one sounds great.
Easily the better of the two.
I mean, it's a lot easier to make jokes out of, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, you should maybe check your super tips one more time, just in case. Right?
I am checking it, but no, nothing there. It was just
thanks a lot, shitheads.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I like to thank my guests. I had William Shatner for you. I had Pat Dixon. Anthony Cumia stopped by. And this is the only note I stepped up. Oh, well.
Ernest Borgnine.
Yeah,
Borgnine.
Tom Skerritt. Eddie Albert, for God's sakes.
For Christ's sake, look at this whole room full of people.
I know. This is the best I've done.
Mr. Blue Sky is here.
Thanks, Pat.
Confess your Nailsins.
Yes. Yeah.
Guru One got here late, so he's okay.
Okay, you're off the hook. You're not on the list. The rest of you. But anyway, this worked out really great, Pat. Thanks a lot.
It's been fun for me. Now, if you're not signing off, I'll just go ahead. You might want to talk to the people without me or something. I don't know what you have planned.
I'm going to go through this chat as much as possible. It's a lot.
Sounds good.
So I'll do as best I can. But
I bid you
again,
farewell.
Pat.
Thank you.
Have a good night, Pat. There we go. Now it's just me. So, good Lord. Okay. I'm unaccustomed to so many chatters. So I'm just going to start right here. Task the resident artist says, ha, ha, ha. I'm sure she did. We will never know why. Calvert, I'm coded in them. Dorothy Hamill is down. Oh, the woman who got hit by the spider. She did have the Dorothy Hamill. Calverton's, I stabbed the spider. It turned out to be her spider. 73, Caddy Daddy 93, down came the rain and washed the spider out. Yes. And for a good time, call William Shatner, James G. Philosopher. Indeed, he does get the ladies. Willie Shat. Yes. Yes, that's true, Tess. John Rafferty, it's like having Rumble back. Oh, yeah, the good old days of Late as Fuck. Yeah. Calverton's, lots of drugs during the 70s. Sure. But to be honest, there's lots of drugs now, just not as cool. Lugs says, greetings, fellow Nelson heads. So there's people saying hi to one another. We need to procreate. You mean humanity overall, right? Not yet. Toxic JPEG, spiders do end up everywhere if you think about it. This is true. They can get around. So if that would be something if it wasn't just the tarantulas, but it was all species of spiders, and then they'd really have a serious problem. And then, the combination of pesticides just somehow, some way mutated them into super spiders, and they're running around murdering everybody. Then, oh my God, then you might actually believe they got a serious problem, except for the believability that could actually happen to that extent. Anyway, you wouldn't think there are spiders in Squint Eyes, France. Toxic JPEG. Calverton's backed into a corner. My herpes. But that lady, I can't believe I had forgotten that. You know, Pat brought up the scene of the lady. She shoots her hand off. I mean, he's talking about the stupid stuff and silly movies, but that one, I think that one wins first prize. First of all, she's shooting the spiders, and then one gets on her hand. And she's, oh no. Oh, so she carefully aims the gun at her hand and blows it off. You could have, when you get a spider on your hand like that, it's like that. You can, like that. And or just kind of smear it off on the side of the wall and stuff. That's probably better before you resort to shooting your hand off. But then again, there's super spiders. And of course, spiders can cling to any surface. So maybe it's very, very difficult to remove. So you're kind of stuck. You're going to have to shoot your hand off. John Rafferty says, spiders even end up in your butt sometimes. Oh, dear God. Well, now we're all going to have nightmares. People saying hi. Well, you already know I'm not going to be able to get to all of these, right? I mean, old top 459. Spiders are cool. We have some close to that size around here. They wander out on the road during certain times of the year. Well, okay, but after seeing this movie, I don't know. James G. Philosopher, the ground is hard. They needed padding. All right, let me skip ahead to the end here. Roo, roo, rah, rah. I just arrived, and I'm a poor for life. Well, all right, then. The synopsis is Kingdom of the Spiders. It's a William Shatner movie. There's spiders take over a town. They got to fight them, and they lose. The end. Oh, yeah, and a lady shoots her hand off because a spider gets on it. There is another movie we want to talk about, The Devil's Reign, but I'm thinking Kingdom of the Spiders the better of the two out of that, and probably even better than Kingdom of the Spiders is The Terror from 37,000 Feet, although it's kind of close. I mean, Shatner has more of a prominent role in Kingdom of the Spiders, so that's a plus. But Devil's Reign, it's a weird, messed up movie, so it's got that going for it. But I don't know. All right. John Ermites, I'll pay next time once you get me hooked. So now I got to figure out how to become addictive. Damn it. That's a tough thing to do. But I'll figure it out. Nodak says, did you miss the pin chat? It's just super tip with Doug at the end. I got another one from Luke's. The pinned chat. I'm not sure what you mean. Did you, dismiss pinned chat? No. I did get yours with the picture of Pat, me, and Tass as characters from Kingdom of the Spiders. Day 12. Okay. So anyway, let me go ahead and get this new super tip, which of course, if you cry enough, someone's going to feel sorry for you and and give you a super tip. All right. Let me play this one.
Once, while riding on the Blue Line in Los Angeles, a man walked into the train car wearing black plastic bags over his entire body, secured with rubber bands. He sat down on the bench, dripping. He started shaking his head exactly like the monsters from Jacob's.
All right, let me try that again.
Once, while riding on the Blue Line in Los Angeles, a man walked into the train car wearing
I understand. It was playing earlier.
Once, while riding on the Blue Line in Los Angeles, a man walked into the train car wearing black plastic bags over his entire body.
All right. It should be the layer that's over there. And it should play. It's playing, in the preview, but it won't play out on the.
Once, while riding on the Blue Line in Los Angeles, a man walked into the train car wearing black plastic.
I don't understand why it won't go over. I guess it's an EV Mux mess up of some sort, Lugs. I'm sorry. It's not going over. Jeez Louise. Oh, you can hear it. You can hear it and see it. So it's just making it look like I can't see it. All right, let me do this one more time. That's weird. It's supposed to show up on the other screen, but
Stick bags.
We'll do it right.
Once, while riding on the Blue Line in Los Angeles, a man walked into the train car wearing black plastic bags over his entire body, secured with rubber bands. He sat down on the bench, dripping. He started shaking his head exactly like the monsters from Jacob's Ladder. Looked around, no one seemed to care. The whole time I lived there, there was no way of knowing if you were being pranked.
Well, one would hope that they were being pranked. Well, thank you very much, Lugs, for the 796. It's very nice, and terribly sorry that you had to go through that terrible experience. I imagine you don't care to move back. James G. Philosopher, some addictive substances are natural and some are man-made. Got to decide which one you is. That's true. That's true. YouTube Gloop says, I'm in it. Mr. Blue Sky says, is that Tom Hardy's Bane? Yeah, I know. It doesn't. That's supposed to be my James Mason voice. And this is how I recorded it. But it doesn't come across that way at all. So that's another thing I got to figure out. Other people's voices are fine. But for Doug, things just don't work out. Saint Ranger says, Pam just said he is funny. Doug is great. I just love him. I guess Pam is a big fan. Me too. Well, that's nice to know. Thank you very much, Pam and Saint Ranger. Nodak, we're hearing the super tip. Oh, you can hear it, but you can't see it. Blue Sky says it's playing. Really, is that James Mason? Was supposed to be. 73 Caddy Daddy 93. British people sound more believable based solely on accent. That is true. It goes a long way. No doubt. Let it play through, Doug. We can hear it. Okay. Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out, but it's just me and Evie Mux do not get along. I don't know what the deal is. This right here is not the original setup. I had my OBS studio and everything, and it was all like a haunted house type setting. And everything was fine right up to the moment that Pat was ending his show, and I'd already sent him the link and I was getting set up, and went ahead and started playing like the preview and stuff, and then it started freezing. Everything started going nuts. And I'm like, damn it, what the hell? And then I just turned off OBS and turned on the straight camera and then do it all in Evie Mux, and then that cleared that problem up. So all right, it doesn't really matter what the background looks like and all that. So I went forward with that. And then like the first super tip I had from Nodak, that one played. It played normally for me. I mean, it's like I can see it in the preview screen, and then you move it over to the main screen that's going out to the channel. But in this case, it didn't do that here, but apparently you could see it. So, or at least hear it. I don't know. Could you see the image as well? Lugs, I accept your apology, Doug. You get off easy this time. Oh boy. I'm on probation, It sounds like Bane. It does. It sounds more like Bane. Maybe I should just change the face to Bane. St. Ranger, James Mason. I think it was supposed to be James Mason. James Mason needs his Thunderbird. The Rudy Baga, the tide rises. Prank, says Nodak. Caddy Daddy says, LOL, nice. Pam says, what a wonderful gift getting to see Doug again. Doug is the funniest guy. Well, I typically answer that with looks aren't everything, but I take the compliment, even though I think Pat Dixon is far superior in comedy than me. Rudy Baga, a bit unrealistic. Nobody rides the metro in L.A. Mr. Blue Sky, you could totally do a Bane voice. Look at the positive. That is true. I do these shows for you, the people. It didn't work. It's not his real voice, but they decided to make Bane British in the Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, I don't know. Guru Evie Mux parts 1, 2, and 3. Could be, I don't know. Luke says, oops, LOL. Guru, hear from DJ Electra lately? Me? No. Pat does shows with her, though. I don't know. Has she not done a show in a while? Maybe she's not feeling well. Hopefully not. But if she is, hope she feels better soon. So, that's stuff to consider. So anyway, there we go. Thanks everyone who showed up to watch. Thanks again to Pat Dixon for the help. See, all my shows are like this. No. I don't get that much of an audience, but it does help with the lead in from Pat Dixon. He's a very good friend. And thanks to everyone who showed up. Thanks to Anthony Cumia, the first time he's ever shown up in my chat. Damn, I should have done a photoshops for his show of him as William Shatner in the Kingdom of the Spiders. That'll have to be the next thing. I've already got the art set up for the disaster movies of the 70s, and I'm going to put him in there and Gavin in one of them and stuff like that. The First Airport, Earthquake. I don't know how I'm going to do that one. The poster image is not all that great, but I think I can just kind of put Anthony in there anyway, reacting to it. And then Towering Inferno probably will be the Wednesday show, because that way I can put him and Gavin in it as Steve McQueen and Paul Newman. And then, of course, the Poseidon Adventure with Anthony. I might have already done that, but maybe I did it with Pat. I can't remember. But there's a great poster for Poseidon Adventure. Very well done. I don't know if it's a Reynold Brown painting, but it's really good. But Anthony will be the Gene Hackman character. There's a lot of other characters in it, but I don't know. Maybe I could. And a lot of times I'll go by his Sunday night show. It's been a long time since I get to see his show live, which really bums me, because in the good old days when I had the time to catch his show live, I could do Photoshops and send it to Garrett pretty quick. That was based on the show he did. And so sometimes there'd be some video he's watching or whatever, and then I could doctor it up in Photoshop. It was a lot of fun. Here, I just got to come up with some dumb theme of my own, put it in there, and it's silly, it's there. Look, it's Anthony as so-and-so, that kind of thing. And, it works out. Some get a little more extensive and take a while. These, shouldn't take too much. They're just the posters. Others, there's some of them I created from top to bottom using different models. And then, of course, the AI stuff comes in handy for backgrounds and whatnot. And a lot of that's used, but still very much Photoshop. I've tried to get AI to get Anthony's face and things. It gets close. A lot of them, it kind of looks like Anthony, but it really looks like somebody who could be his cousin or something like that. And then I'll do another one. It looks nothing like him. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, but with Photoshop, I could put his actual face in it and fix it up and all that type of stuff. So still doing that. And probably should do a show just doing another tour of those, putting them together and stuff. That might be fun. But anyway, it was great. Mark this day on the calendar. The great Anthony Cumia showed up in my chat. 73 Caddy Daddy 93. Speaking of pat, give yourself a pat on the back for how much you've improved over time. Well, have I? I still had these technical problems. It's embarrassing. I do better through the Rumble platform, which I go back and forth because I want to earn the points over there as well, just in case. It's an easier platform to use, but since they've changed it up now and they're about to get rid of the old one, you could put OBS in it, and that way the super tips would work that way. It's a weird delay in it, so it's not perfect, but it would work. The new one, it doesn't allow for OBS, I don't think, but there is one that you can do, the RMTP choice to go direct out of OBS. So basically OBS is running everything and you do that. Okay, fine. But there's no means by which to send a link to a guest out of that one. You're just on your own. The other one you can take guests, but then with Super Tip, I can have the image of me and OBS on it, but I could play Super Tip there, but for whatever reason, you cannot get the audio to go through it. And it's just like maddening. And it's like, if we could just do that, that'd be fine. But I don't know. That's the problem. But anyway, there we go. I at least had a good guest on. Guru One Cumia used to watch old movies with his best friend Dave Landau. Yeah, they did that sort of almost like Mystery Science Theater thing in the old compound. And him and Dave would do that. That was great. That was pretty cool. I should try to do that with Pat as well. I just got to find a public domain movie. And there's tons of them. I could do that. Night of the Living Dead is public domain. But Night of the Living Dead is a great horror classic. I mean, you can make jokes about anything. Rudy Bagge, who will be Shelley Winters? Yeah, that's a good question. There might be somebody in the news, something like that I could do. 73 Caddy Daddy nailed it. Why, thank you. Okay, I've got 2 more super tips. So, okay, Pam has decided to send me a super tip. So let's make sure it actually works. I hope this will work. Let's see which one goes. I guess this is the she's using the night voice. It's not the night voice. I don't know why it messed up. I did something wrong. I don't know what, but anyway, It doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts.
Tried sending a text tip, but don't think it went through.
You did. Here's the text tip. There we go. Let me be able to read it here. I guess I can read it. Oh, look, it's actually showing up right. Okay, cool. It's such fun getting to see you. Saint Ranger and I wish you and everyone happiness and cheer. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed, Pam. Always good to hear from you. Very nice lady. Oh, yeah. Remember in the good old days? Hi, Pam. Oh, wait, this hand maybe be better. Hi, Pam. See, that's what we used to do. It was fun. Guru gets it. He says, hi, Pam. So there we go. Hi, Pam, indeed. Thank you very much for the very generous two $10 super tips. Hey, the math, it comes to $20. So there you go. Yeah, pretty good. And that is good for old Mr. Nailsin. So there we go. Again, thanks everybody for showing up. Man, I can almost make 2 hours if I keep babbling. It's only 6 minutes to go. Well, once again, I could send in this link to the Doodleverse Comics #2. So I'll put that in there for you, the people. Yes. Batman cannot stop me. I will send you my comic book. There's nothing you can do about it. And then I'll go to the main Doug Nailsin comic book store for all your Doug Nailsin needs. There, we'll put it like that. Got to get back here to EV Mux. I guess I'll go back to the normal studio, and we'll take that out, and then we will look for the studio. I mean the site, and I really should have like lobby music playing. So here we are at indieplanet.com, where all your Nailsin, well, not all of them, because the other one, Doodleverse 2, isn't there yet. There were problems, so I went over to mix them, which did a pretty good job. 40 pages, all your Dabbleverse characters displayed in cartoons there, plus extra doodles and stuff, and an adventure of Bugman. He's basically Night Knight, just different. So here's Doodleverse #1 with Opie on the cover as he's haunted by images of Anthony. Despite all his protestations to the contrary, Anthony lives rent-free in his head for all eternity. What do? I don't know. You're supposed to just move on and get over it, but this one was done for a friend of mine. She wanted to be in a comic book, so I did it. And here's Night Knight, based on the audio plays of the same name from the Mr. Nailsin Show from RadioMisfits.com or wherever you get your podcast. And you can head over there and get your copy of Night Knight. And then there's Night Knight 2 with a backup story detailing his early years. See, he had a different outfit and everything. And then Night Knight #3. I haven't finished Night Knight Part 4. I need to get on that. And then Sun King #1, which features a backup story of Bubba Stargone, the sort of Flash Gordon parody character I do, who also has an audio play on the Nailsin Show, just like Sun King does, and of course Night Knight. But their comic books are over here at indieplanet.com/Douglas-Nailsin. And that's all you got to do. You just head over there and, you'll have your Mr. Nailsin comics in your hands in full color. Pam says, thank you, all of you. Great Douglas, big fans. Thank you, Pam, again. And Nodak says, my copy of the Doodleverse comic is supposed to be here tomorrow. Oh, boy. Let me know what you think. And thanks for purchasing my comic book. And Nodak says, do hit the like button. on your way out. That's a good thing to do. So anyway, there you go. There's the links to both stores for the comic books, and you can check those out at your leisure or leisure. Leisure sounds too much like a laser, which, might sound threatening. So I apologize for that. I will be apologizing for a lot. Guru One, have you seen Carm's latest comics, Jug World series? I've seen the covers of them. There's jugs. There are jugs, but I haven't seen it. So Saint Ranger says, like button was pressed. Thank you, Saint Ranger. You see, it's nice. It is nice. And the button likes it when you do that too. That's why it's called a like button. You press it and it goes, that would probably be disturbing if it did, but Anyway, there we go. Thank you all for watching the show, which I've said a million times by now. Well, we'll probably have to get back together sometime next week. If I can, I will try to do. I haven't been able to tape my Sunday comics show, and this is getting pretty late because I'll be at work. But if I'm not so worn out, and it's been particularly brutal over there over the past month, compounded by other things. So if I'm able, I'll do the show live. And so that'll make a live stream as well. I got this copyright claim on the pre little movie clip that I put in the episode last week. It's still there. It's just a claim, but it's very erroneous because that's a public domain movie, the Cosmos War of the Planets movie. It was made in Italy, but these guys from Belarus and Russia are claiming one of the songs in it. I don't know. It's odd because I've shown clips from that before and I don't, but whatever. So that pissed me off. Probably the rest of the movie would be fine. I can go ahead and run it like that. I just don't know. I might just do it anyway, but I cut it up into chapters and now I'm giving it away for free, but that stuff's been on my locals there. If you're a subscriber, you can go in and see my Poor Man Mystery Science Theater treatment of public domain movies. And, but in order to fit the allotted time available, I made them into episodes. So there's 3 parts to it. So it kind of works like that. Put a little theme song in it and everything. See, isn't that nice? And there's a bunch of them on there. Night of the Living Dead's on there. The War of the Robots is on there, which was made by the same people who made the War of the Planets. And what's the one? City of the Dead, that one with not Peter Graves is in the other one, the Killers from Space, got that one in there. But Christopher Lee is in the City of the Dead movie. So stuff like that. And you can check that out should you so desire. But to make it a more complete show, I tend to add that in there. Sometimes I'll just put Nailsin News or something like that. And I'm getting more and more thinking it's a good idea to just have a video start up as people roll in. So you give a certain amount of time for that before the actual main show starts. So anyway, I don't know why I'm babbling about that, but I just thought I'd do it as I take up time. Okay, we're over 2 hours there. I did it. It's good. It's cool. And, okay, one more little chat here. Rudy Bago says, AI is weird. I've tried to make AI voices doing an impression, and for whatever reason, it doesn't copy all the little inflections and nuances. It just tries to make it into a normal speaking voice. It is strange, but when I first, like the one I gave, when Melton asked for mine to give to Pat, it's pretty spot on. I mean, it's got weird things and quirks it does, but for the most part, it sounds like me. And then Pat's voice is perfect. But these ones I just sent it in, and then when it plays back, I'm like, well, that's not, and they all want to sound like this. And that's not how I did it. It's weird. So I'm like, I don't know. Peter Graves. I'm Peter Graves here on Biography. Yeah. The great Peter Graves, Killers from Space. So I got that on my locals. But it's my poor man Mystery Science Theater where there's the seats at the bottom with a silhouette of me sitting there talking over the movie. Yeah. It's for fun. All right. This time I mean it. Good night. Have a good night. And we'll get together soon.
Get down!
Stay back! I'll draw its fire!
It's too fast!
This way, behind the bush.